Hi boys and girls, welcome to story time. Today I am going to read you a story from a beautiful book called He's Got the Whole World in His Hands. Now, let's think back to the song that we sang together yesterday. Who remembers who we're talking about in this book or in that song? Who has the whole world in his hands? Do you remember? Somebody from heaven that is all around us, taking care of us, keeping us safe? You're right, it's God. God has the whole world in his hands, and that makes my heart happy to know that he is watching over us. Okay, so the author's name of my story is Kadar Nelson. He is the person that wrote the words in our book. And as we read this book together, I might do a little bit of singing because this book is really a song that can be sung, just like we did yesterday when we were singing our song together on the video. So let's get started. This is called He's Got the Whole World in His Hands. Here's the title page. Oh, and there are two hands. Those look like those could be your hands if we put paint on them and made a pretty picture. Okay. Ooh, this page looks like we're starting in outer space. The story starts like this. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. On this page, it looks like God is shining down and watching over our city. Maybe that could be Detroit, Michigan. He's got my brothers and my sisters in his hands. You can see this little boy is holding a picture. Maybe that's a picture that he's drawn of his brothers and his sisters. Or maybe his friends that he calls brothers and sisters, because they are so close to his heart. He's got the whole world in his hands. That's a closer picture. You can see that picture much better. Look at everybody in this picture has different colored skin. We talked about that when we were together in class. Does it really matter what color your skin is? Or does it matter what's inside your heart? Oh yeah, I think we all decided that what really matters is what's inside of our heart, and that we are kind to each other. He's got the sun and the rain in his hands. He's got the moon and the stars in his hands. He's got the wind and the clouds in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. I hope you can see that page really well. It looks like this family is outside in nature enjoying what God made for us, what he created in our world. The trees, the grass, the beautiful sky and the fresh air, and it looks like they're even flying a kite. He's got the rivers and the mountains in his hands. He's got the oceans and the seas in his hands. He's got you and he's got me in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. So not only is God looking over all the animals that live in the ocean and all the birds and the animals that fly in the air, but he's also watching over you and me. As you can see, he's watching over this daddy and his little boy while they are playing together and putting together a puzzle. He's got everybody here in his hands. There's a lot of people playing in the park, and while they play, God is watching over them as a group. He's got everybody there in his hands. Now this page looks like a map, and there are friends standing over here in North America and friends standing over here in Africa. Do you think God can watch over all of us at the same time, even if we are in other parts of the world? Yep, he sure can, because he is God. He's got everybody everywhere in his hands. Look at all those houses he's watching over. And don't forget the rainbow. He's got the whole world in his hands. Now that must be a very big job. But thank you, God, for watching over us and holding us and the whole world in the palm of your hands.